Hiding behind the name Self-Defense Force is one of the deadliest and most advanced naval forces on the planet, showcasing immense aircraft carriers, stealth submarines, and unstoppable destroyers. But which ones truly stand out in their fleet? In this video, we'll find out as we explore the top 10 most powerful warships in the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force. We are kicking things off with the new kid on the block, the Mogami-class. Honestly, if you look at this ship, it looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. It has these super smooth sides and a futuristic design that is all about one thing: stealth. The engineers cleaned up all the messy antennas and bumps you usually see on a warship and hid them to make the ship invisible to enemy radar. It is a frigate, which usually means it is smaller, but do not let the size fool you. This beast displaces about 5,500 tons when fully loaded. The coolest part? It is designed to be operated by a very small crew. While older ships needed hundreds of sailors, the Mogami-class only needs about 90 people. It is basically the Tesla of warships, full of automation and touchscreens. It comes armed with a 127mm main gun and canisters for anti-ship missiles. It is fast, nimble, and can hunt mines too. It is the perfect starting point for our list because it shows exactly where Japan is going: smarter, stealthier, and highly efficient. If you are enjoying this high-tech deep dive, go ahead and tap that like button. It really helps the algorithm find more naval enthusiasts like you. Moving on to number 9, we have the workhorse of the fleet, the Takanami-class. Now, unlike the Mogami we just talked about, the Takanami looks like a classic, rugged destroyer. It does not care about looking pretty, it cares about getting the job done. These ships were built in the early 2000s, and they are slightly larger, sitting at around 6,300 tons full load. The Takanami-class was a big upgrade over its predecessors because it brought a massive 127mm gun to the party, which is great for blasting targets on the surface or even on land. But the real magic is in its vertical launch system. Think of it like a giant box of explosive chocolates built into the deck. You never know what you're going to get, but it is probably going to ruin your day. It carries 32 cells that can fire Sea Sparrow missiles to shoot down planes or AS-rock missiles to hunt submarines. It is versatile, tough, and forms the backbone of many Japanese flotillas. While the new ships get all the hype, the Takanami is the veteran that knows all the tricks. At number 8, things start getting a little controversial. This is the Hyūga-class. Now, officially, Japan calls this a helicopter destroyer, but take one look at it. It is flat. It has a huge flight deck running from front to back. It looks exactly like an aircraft carrier, but because of Japan's defensive rules, they cannot legally have offensive aircraft carriers, so they came up with this clever naming loophole. The Hyūga-class is a beast, displacing 19,000 tons. Its main job is to be the ultimate submarine hunter. It acts as a command center, coordinating a swarm of helicopters that can dip their sonar into the water and find enemy subs hiding deep below. It can carry up to 18 helicopters, although usually it carries fewer to leave space for operations. It is also armed with torpedoes and missile systems for self-defense. It was a massive leap forward for Japan when it launched, proving they were ready to project power far beyond their coastlines. Number 7 is the bodyguard of the fleet, the Akizuki-class. If the Hyūga is the king, the Akizuki is the knight standing in front of him with a giant shield. This destroyer was built specifically for anti-air warfare. In a modern war, the biggest threat comes from the sky, missiles and jets trying to sink your heavy hitters. The Akizuki-class uses a domestic Japanese technology called the FCS-3A. It is a special radar system that looks like little square plates stuck on the bridge structure. These radars can track hundreds of targets at once and guide missiles to intercept them. It is widely considered one of the best balanced ships in the Navy. It displaces about 6,800 tons and carries a good mix of weapons, but its main purpose is to create a safe zone around the rest of the fleet. If you are a fan of defensive strategy, this is your favorite ship. By the way, if you want to see more content about military tech from around the world, make sure to subscribe. We are uploading new breakdowns every week. Halfway through at number 6, we have the Asahi-class. Remember the Akizuki we just talked about? Well, the Asahi looks almost exactly the same, but it has a totally different personality. While the Akizuki looks up at the sky, the Asahi looks down into the abyss. It is a next-generation anti-submarine warfare destroyer. The oceans around Japan are deep and full of foreign submarines testing the waters, literally. The Asahi-class uses a revolutionary hybrid propulsion system. It combines gas turbines with electric motors. This is huge because it makes the ship incredibly fuel efficient and, more importantly, very quiet at low speeds. When you are hunting a submarine, silence is your best weapon. You do not want the enemy to hear you coming. It also has a bi-static sonar system, which is a fancy way of saying it works with other ships to ping sonar waves and catch echoes that a single ship might miss. It is high-tech hide-and-seek, and the Asahi usually wins. Now we are entering the heavyweight division with number 5, the Atago-class. This is where the firepower really jumps up a notch. The Atago is a guided missile destroyer that looks very similar to the famous American Arleigh Burke-class. It is big, displacing over 10,000 tons fully loaded. But the star of the show here is the Aegis combat system. This is the gold standard for naval warfare. It connects powerful computers and radars to track almost anything that moves in the atmosphere. The Atago has a whopping 96 vertical launch cells. That is 3 times as many as the Takanami we saw earlier. These cells are packed with missiles that can shoot down aircraft, cruise missiles, and even ballistic missiles in space. Yes, this ship can shoot things down that are outside the atmosphere. It is a floating fortress designed to protect the entire nation of Japan from missile threats. When an Atago-class ship sails out of port, everyone pays attention. At number 4, we have the Izumo-class. If the Hyūga-class was a helicopter destroyer that looked like a carrier, the Izumo-class just stopped pretending. This thing is massive. It is the largest ship in the Japanese fleet since World War II, displacing a staggering 27,000 tons. It is 248 meters long. Originally, it was just for helicopters, but recently Japan decided to give it a major upgrade. They are reinforcing the deck to withstand extreme heat so that it can carry the F-35B Lightning II. That is the version of the stealth fighter that can take off vertically and land like a helicopter. This effectively turns the Izumo into a full-blown aircraft carrier, giving Japan the ability to launch airstrikes from the sea for the first time in nearly 80 years. It is a massive game-changer for the balance of power in Asia. It has huge elevators, vast hangars, and can serve as a floating hospital or disaster relief hub if needed. But let's be honest, it is the fighter jets that make it terrifying. Number 3 is the Maya-class. This is the evolution of the Atago-class we talked about earlier. It is the newest and most advanced surface combatant Japan has ever built. It takes the Aegis system and upgrades it to the absolute limit. The Maya-class is slightly larger than the Atago, sitting at around 10,250 tons. What makes it special is something called CEC, or Cooperative Engagement Capability. This sounds boring, but it is actually terrifying. It means the Maya can share targeting data with other ships and American planes in real time. For example, an American plane could spot a target hundreds of kilometers away, and the Maya could fire a missile at it without even seeing it on its own radar. It effectively extends the range of the ship to the horizon and beyond. It is armed to the teeth with SM-3 Block 2A missiles, capable of intercepting advanced ballistic missiles. This is the peak of Japanese surface engineering. We are going underwater for number 2 with the Sōryū-class. In the world of non-nuclear submarines, the Sōryū is legendary. They call it the Blue Dragon. Most conventional submarines have to surface or use a snorkel to run their diesel engines and recharge their batteries, which makes them vulnerable. But the Sōryū-class uses something called AIP, or air-independent propulsion. It has Stirling engines that allow it to stay submerged for weeks at a time without needing fresh air. It is incredibly quiet, thanks to its hydrodynamic design and special acoustic tiling that absorbs sonar waves. It displaces 4,200 tons submerged, making it one of the largest conventional subs in the world. It is armed with heavy torpedoes and harpoon anti-ship missiles. If the surface ships are the shield, the Sōryū is the ninja waiting in the dark with a dagger. It is widely feared because you just cannot find it until it is too late. And finally, at number 1, the ultimate weapon in the Japanese arsenal, the Taigei-class. The name means big whale, and it represents the future of submarine warfare. While the Sōryū is amazing, the Taigei takes it a step further. It ditched the Stirling engines and went fully electric with lithium-ion batteries. Yes, the same tech in your smartphone, but on a massive scale. These batteries hold way more energy than old lead-acid ones, and crucially, they can recharge incredibly fast. This allows the Taigei to sprint underwater at high speeds for much longer periods, something other diesel subs cannot do. It is even quieter than the Sōryū, which seemed impossible. It has a floating floor structure to reduce vibrations and new sonar systems that can see better than anything else in the water. It is the ultimate stealth predator, capable of hunting enemy ships and subs with absolute impunity. It is the pinnacle of Japanese technology and a worthy number 1. And there you have it, folks. These were the 10 best warships in the Japanese Navy. Which of these machines really impressed you? Let us know in the comment below. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see much more rankings like these.